Alright, folks, another reading. The Warlord and the Monk. Once the marauding Mogu warlord rose in power to threaten the Jade Forest. I will rebuild to the Mogu Empire, he proclaimed before the gates of the Temple of the Jade Serpent, and your kind will again be made to serve. From the battlements, a single monk's voice called down. And how many Mogu do you bring to challenge us? I have brought my army of 100 Mogu, the warlord proudly challenged. But behind these walls we have 500, spoke the monk with confidence. The Mogul army shuffled and began to question their leader. Doubt filled their hearts and their army ran away. The warlord was furious. He left the temple and sought out his Mogul allies, flung arguments, threats, promises, and praises. The Mogul again raised their army. Before the gates of the Temple of the Jade Serpent, the Mogul warlord called out, I bring 600 Mogul to challenge your pitiful 500 defenders. From the battlements, a single monk voice called out, Did we mention that for each of our monks we have one full-grown Mogul-eating serpent? They are ever so hungry. At this the Mogul army broke apart again, doubting their resolve and running deep into the land. Again the warlord was furious. He tried again to rally his troops. It took many years, but he returned, this time with a mighty legion of Mogu and Quillen, and weapons pilfered from the tombs of their ancient emperors. Kneel, supplicants, shouted the warlord. I bring 1,000 Mogu and 500 Quillen to your gates. I have weapons of magic and dark powers to call upon. From the battlements, a single monk voice responded. And have you found our spy yet? He is ever so clever. At this, the Mogul Legion turned on each other violently. Each always suspected someone else of being a traitor or a spy. Among Mogu there is no trust, only strength and force. War raged before the temples of Mogu destroyed themselves, unleashing the full weight of their doubt, anger, fear, hatred, violence, and despair. When the smoke cleared, only the warlord remained before the gates. He slain many of his former allies, and was left with no friends to help him claim his throne. From the temple, a single Pandarian monk stepped out, surveyed the battle scene, and began to sweep up the mess. Where is your army? The warlord demanded. You brought it with you, said the monk with a smile. My friend, if you must strike the first blow, you've already lost.